It's been 10 years since that American Idol win as a 17-year-old kid, and we really got to watch you grow up over the past 10 years, and what a ride it's been, huh?
It's been crazy, man. It was so much fun. I've gotten the chance to, sing country music, write country music, and play it around the world. And I've learned a lot. And hopefully we have another 10 years in us for sure. But we're having a blast, man. We're going to keep on trucking.
Now, this Sunday, August 22nd, Indian Ranch on Webster Lake, stranger to the amphitheater. You've played there before, so you must like it. And over the years, has anyone told you the pronunciation of Webster Lake? I'm sure you've passed the sign on your tour bus.
Yeah, we've played there a few times now. I know it's like Lake Chargagagog, Manchagagog, something. I know it goes.
Come on, that's more than I expected, to be honest with you.
So I'm like halfway there. Maybe this time I can figure out the full pronunciation.
They make fun of me because I'm a transplant here. I've been here 21 years, but apparently I say it with a New York accent. Manchagagog, Chargagagog, Manchagagog, Charbunagungumog, and they all tell me, no, that's not right. But whatever, I'm trying.
Hey, sounds good to me.
Exactly right. What is the first concert that you ever attended, and how old were you, if you remember?
First official concert that I went to, I was really young. It was a James Taylor concert, but I kind of remember bits and pieces. So my first official, or like to me, concert was George Strait and Reba and Leanne Womack. So that was my first one that I'm like was fully there for.
We'll talk about setting the standards high. I mean, that's like got a little Mount Rushmore going on that stage. So
it was
George Strait. So your fifth album, Same Truck, it's coming out about a month from now exactly. We're recording this on the 16th of August. It's coming out September 17th. And from what I've heard, one of the songs that you're playing at your recent shows is one of two songs on the album that you actually didn't write. You wrote all 10 of the other songs, and this one's called Damn Straight, which is a tribute to George Strait, who you just mentioned.
Yeah, I'm a massive George Strait fan, and for me to not write the song but to put it on my record means that I heard it and I felt it and I believed it and it sounded like me. And I was at the beach by myself prepping for a hurricane, I think, and was outside, and the song got sent to me from my label, and they were like, hey, take a listen to this. And so I did, and I kind of freaked out. I was like, oh man, this is pretty dang good. So I sent it to my wife, and I was like, am I crazy, or is this really good? Then I sent it to my boys, all my friends, and I was like, am I crazy, or is this? And all of them were like, holy cow, man. So I think it's an awesome song. I'm excited about it. The crowds have been losing their minds about it. So we'll see what happens with it, but it's exciting.
That's awesome. And you mentioned your wife. I know it takes a lot of sometimes it takes a long time for people to stop saying fiance and say my wife, but for you it's been a few years now, although two of them have been during a pandemic. But you and Gabi have been together since senior year of high school, if I understand it right, but you met each other in kindergarten, so you've known each other all your lives.
Yeah, we go back a long ways, and so there's no skeletons in the closet or anything. We know everything about each other, and it's awesome. I mean, growing up with somebody you're always friends with, and then one day it just kind of clicked for us in our senior year of high school. So she's so cool, and she's definitely the rock for our family, and keeps things fun. So she might be up there at old Webster Lake. So she was there last time, so hopefully she makes it back.
Oh, really? All right. So that's pretty. Now, your wife is a pediatric nurse, which is amazing. And during the pandemic, I mean, she must have seen a lot, and one of the heroes who didn't take any time off during the pandemic.
Yeah, it really, last year was so strange how it worked out. I mean, like all of us, we had such big plans for the year, and I was going out on tour with Chris Young, and we were doing all the amphitheaters, and we were going to Germany and Switzerland and Ireland. So she actually in February of 2020 took off and was like planning this whole summer for us on the road. And then obviously a month later in March, things kind of shut down. So she wasn't in the hospital during this, but all her best friends were still there, and she was hearing stories. And but I think she's starting to get that itch to get back. She's got a servant's heart. She wants to be there helping out.
That's awesome that she continues to work and wants to continue to work and spend time with you, and you're away for the weekends, and Right
Yeah.
now, we were talking off the air for a second. So you're at the beach right now. So you do get to come home during the week, and then your weekends are your work time, but you're able to
Yeah.
spend some time together, even during the summer.
Yeah, it's definitely backwards from the typical, work the week and off the weekends thing. We're rarely home on the weekends, but are always here like Monday through Wednesday. So came down to spend a few days, and then Thursday we'll head out, and that's just that's been my last decade of life. That's been kind of what is the MO, and she's taken on to that great, and we just always know, hey, Monday through Wednesday, that's our time. We'll get some family time and see everybody, and then hit the road. And even the road, it's not like we're working. We have a blast on the road. We get to sing for a living, so it's pretty wild how it works.
So Indian Ranch on Webster Lake this Sunday, indianranch.com for all of the tickets. So since you mentioned that she might be there and you guys travel together, you enjoy writing songs, obviously, like you just mentioned. You write pretty much all of your own stuff, and you like to write about your own experiences and about your own life. That's what you know, who wouldn't? But You Time is really a song that you wrote about Gabi, or at least with Gabi in mind, and she even appears in the video, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I love it when she can make a little cameo in the video. And yeah, we wrote this one back in 2019, U Time, and it was when she was still, at the hospital. It was 3-4 days a week, and even her off days, she was working night shifts. So even her off days, she's kind of just catching up on sleep and stuff. So, but I was on the road so busy, and it was like the days I was on the road, she was off work at home, and then the days I was, at home, she was in the hospital, and so we just were not seeing each other at all really that year. So that's kind of where the song came from, wanting to slow down the world, stop the spinning of the world and just spend a little time together. And then obviously last year we kind of got what we wished for. So it's like, be careful what you ask for. But yeah, so every love song's about her, and I write a lot of them. So
That's awesome. So American Idol 2011, you were a junior in high school. And so you win American Idol as a junior in high school, and you probably didn't have to go back. You finished your senior year, but you chose to. And I love that because you were a baseball player. You loved to attend the football games and hang out with your friends. And now that you mentioned that you hooked up with Gabi senior year, did that have anything to do with it? Or would you not have hooked up if you didn't go back your senior year?
yeah, she was a big part of it, for sure, because we didn't start dating until then, and that was just kind of on me. I hadn't worked up the nerve to ask her out yet, so that was a big part. And like you said, baseball was huge for me, and it's what I'd known for my whole life. So I went out to LA in February and was done in May 25th, and then we immediately hit the road on the Idol tour. So it's like everything I know my whole life was now out the window, and they wanted me to hit the road again. And I was like, guys, like I got to get home for at least some part of the week. So it was the same kind of thing. Monday through Wednesday, I'd be in school, going to class just like everybody, playing baseball. And our games were typically Monday, Wednesday. So that worked out good. And then Thursday, I was on the road with Brad Paisley, through the weekend. So it was a crazy senior year, but we had a blast. And I'm so glad I did it and kind of reconnected with my friends. And we're all still best friends today. And I think that was huge for me personally.
Such a mature decision, and/or you had amazing guidance, because you think about this past May and June, and then the last year in 2020, all of the kids in high school, seniors in high school, had that taken away from them, didn't have that choice. Things like the yearbook and the prom, and even if they did have it, it wasn't the way it should be. And your senior year might not have been normal, but what is, but you got to experience it, which is awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I look back on that, and I'm so glad I did. It's like you only grow up once, so I wanted to try and pack as much in there as I could. So
what question do you get asked the most? And hopefully I probably asked one of them anyway, but what question do you get asked the most?
No, honestly, it's nowadays 3 years into marriage, and it didn't take that long, but the kids question pops up a lot, me and Gabi, and when's little Scotty coming around? So but yeah, my uncles were asking me that like 5 minutes after we said I do. So we're used to that one.
Oh, I'm 47. My mother still asks me that. And Mom, if you're listening, never going to happen. So now you know. Uncle Adam reporting for duty. But this Sunday, August 22nd, Indian Ranch on Webster Lake. Let's say it together. Lake Chagagagog.
Man, Chagagog.
Charbunagungamaug.
Bunagungamaug. All right. I might be able to remember that this time. We'll see.
But you might want to get a better authority than me. This might be the blind leading the blind. I don't know, but it's pretty close. If you go up there on stage and you start with that, the place is going to erupt when you go out anyway. But
okay, we'll see what we can do. I'll have to rehearse it before we go out for sure.
All right. So look to the left of the stage and give me a wink if you do it. All right.
Gotcha. Absolutely. Absolutely.
IndianRanch.com. Scotty McCreery. Enjoy the beach. Enjoy your wife. Enjoy your dog. And then we'll see you on Sunday, man.
All right, man. Can't wait. Appreciate you.